On this video, we're gonna go over how to get your first commercial cleaning contracts so you guys can stop doing small jobs and start focusing on the big fish like these buildings. Because the recurring revenue is where the real money's made. Doing small jobs here and there, you're just having a job, driving all over the city, trading time for money. And if you truly want to grow the business, you need to focus on the high ticket, recurring commercial cleaning contracts. And if you don't believe in yourself, just drive around your city. There's thousands of commercial buildings that all get dirty every single month. So opportunity is right in front of you when you do things the right way. So how do you actually get your first cleaning contract? And you're actually going to start by registering your business as an LLC or a corporation. Then you want to get your bank account details set up. And basically you want to get legal. That's pretty basic. But then you have two options. If you're a complete beginner, sometimes I suggest starting like a subcontractor, maybe cleaning some commercial contracts for other cleaning companies. So just look online in your city or just cold call other cleaning companies and see if they have any subcontracts available for you to clean, just to get your foot in the door and just to gain some cash flow if capital is tight right now. And the most important thing you need in order to close a cleaning contract is going to be a proposal agreement. Basically, the paperwork that says you're going to clean, how much you're going to charge, the terms and conditions of the agreement. And that's going to be the paperwork that clients are going to sign before you start cleaning for them. Because when it comes to commercial buildings, you can't just do a handshake and start cleaning. You need to have the paperwork ready so you appear like a professional. And technically, that's all you need in order to close a cleaning contract. But now let's be a little bit more advanced. The second thing you're going to need is a little credibility as a business. What makes you trustworthy enough that an office owner is going to give their office keys to someone else? So you need to appear like an established cleaning company. So you want to have your insurance, which is general liability, at least $1 million, workers' comp, and then you want to have an online credibility. So you want to have a really good website that makes you stand out from all the competition. You want to be on Google, Yelp, Bing My Places. You want to have a LinkedIn profile, a Facebook profile, an Instagram, a Better Business Bureau profile, and just have some good pictures, a good description, and just have some good reviews in there. So when someone Googles your company, you appear like a trustworthy, established company that's been around the block. And the third thing you need is going to be a closing process. So when you do a walkthrough, you know exactly what you're doing, you're asking the right questions, and you stand out from all the other quotes. Remember, we don't win contracts by being the cheapest. We win them by being the best option. And just to add a little spice to it, make sure you have your business email all set up. So it'll be like rick@cleaninglaunch.com. And then make sure you have a signature in the bottom. So Rick, president of Cleaning Launch, your website, your telephone, your email, maybe your logo in the bottom. So everything's called an email signature. And most importantly, make sure to follow up with the client. Most deals are closed in the follow-up process. And just do everything you're supposed to do. Like when you do the walkthrough, don't be wearing a hoodie and jeans. Make sure you appear like a professional, like be semi-formal, or maybe have a polo shirt with your logo on it. You want to be enthusiastic. You want to ask what their problem is and how you can be the best option for them. But now let's talk about the biggest question, and that is how you get leads. How do you actually get people to call you and ask you to do a quote for them or a bid for them? So how do you actually generate leads? So we generate leads using different systems. I'll just quickly go over them. So one system that I use is called hiring virtual assistants for $3-4 an hour. And they're gonna do about 1,000 phone calls every single day on your behalf, cold calling businesses all over your city or all over the state, setting up walkthroughs, and you confirm the walkthrough, you show up in person, you walk around, and then you send the proposal agreement to the client afterwards via email, and then you follow up with them. You're gonna close about 20-30% of those walkthroughs that are solid walkthroughs. That is system number one. Another system that I help my clients with is email marketing. So sending 1 or 2,000 cold emails every single day to business owners, basically asking them if they have a cleaning provider, if they would be open to an estimate, and reasons why we're one of the best cleaning companies in the city. And then we want to follow up with them. That is another system. Another system would be Google Ads. So this is kind of like a polar system because sometimes it works in certain cities and sometimes it doesn't work in different cities. You just have to do it the right way. And basically, you want to run ads in your city. So every time someone in your city types looking for a commercial cleaning company, you show up in front of them. They click on your website and they request a quote. You email them back and you set up the walkthrough. But Google Ads, it has to be done the right way. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of money on the bad leads. And there's a bunch of other systems out there. If money is tight right now, I recommend just do door to door. Just cold call these companies yourself. Do 20, 30, 50 walk-ins every single day, Monday to Friday, and do 50 calls a day for your business. And just doing that, just putting some time in, doing 50 door to doors every single day, doing another 50 calls or 100 calls every single day, Monday to Friday, that should get you several contracts just by putting your time in. But remember, those methods are for beginners. But if you truly want to scale the business rapidly, you need to have these systems in place, getting you walkthroughs every single day. But remember, guys, a business is multidimensional. You need to make sure that you're hiring cleaners and have them on standby. So as soon as you get a cleaning contract, you text them, you tell them the details, and they take the contract on your behalf. Obviously, you have to do some babysitting, like showing them the place, inspections, buying the initial cleaning supplies, and then following up with the client, make sure that they're happy. And basically, once you get a cleaning contract, it pays you every single month. And the beauty about this business model is that it's not a one-time clean. You get a 2,000 a month cleaning contract, that's 24,000 a year. And then next month you get a $5,000 contract per month. And then next month you get a $5,000 cleaning contract. And then the next month you get a $3,000 per month cleaning contract. And they keep compounding every single month. So month one you're making 2,000, next month you're making 7,000, next month you're making 10,000. And the more contracts you close, the more money you're gonna make every single month. This is the beauty about this business model, because a lot of service-based businesses out there are just a one-time thing. Let's say you do plumbing, that's a one-time job. Let's say you paint the garage, that's a one-time job. Let's say you do some home renovations, that's a one-time job. So it's a little bit more hectic managing the business when every month it's a different client. But with commercial cleaning, it is the same routine over and over again. So it's very easy to hire someone, show them the place, keep them there, and they keep doing the same thing every single month. So it's a lot easier to systemize the business. And back when I first started my cleaning business, basically on year one, I was able to kind of semi-retire in a way. I didn't retire, but I could, because I registered my own business when I was 20. Obviously, I cleaned for many years. Before that, I started cleaning at 15, 14, just helping my mom, then getting a job, then being a subcontractor. But when I started my business at 20, around 21 years old, I was kind of semi-retired. I had my cleaning contracts, I had my cleaners in place, and I didn't really have to do much to survive. I went from a cleaner to a supervisor to a manager. So I was getting paid every month. All I had to do is just make sure that my cleaners were happy, I paid them on time, and I just had to make sure that the clients were happy. And at that point, you basically just have to manage two things: keep the client happy and make sure that workers are happy so they stay with you long term and they do what they're supposed to do with a high quality every month. And at that point, you're kind of semi-retired in a way. I was not gonna settle for just making a living. I wanted to grow an empire. And the beauty about everything is that The more money you make with this business, the more your net worth is gonna be. Because if you're making, let's say, 1 million a year, and let's say you're making 300,000 profit, you can sell that business for 300,000 or 600,000 or even up to 1 million if you have a business that's generating cash flow. And not to show off or anything, I just want to inspire you, but I got this car at 24 years old, fully self-made, and buying my dream car was, a good feeling. And it was all from commercial cleaning. And it really amazes me because when you're a cleaner and then you're making a lot of money, people actually respect you. When I was a cleaner, I was all dirty, doing like move out cleans, and people like judge me and stuff. Even I used to do like some dumpster diving back when the student move out days. And when you see these like rich spoiled kids driving their supercars, and then you're like in a dumpster like trying to find stuff that the tenants that moved out threw out, and then they see you cleaning toilets, going on your knees, scrubbing showers, and looking around the dumpster, seeing what they tossed out since they moved out. I felt like people judged me in a way. And now having your own business and having a lot of money and not having to work, waking up anytime I want, going out for lunch, it's a whole different life. And you don't have to work that hard in order to be on this side. You just have to do things the right way. And I hate to say this, guys, but as someone who's been on your shoes, and I help hundreds of people grow their commercial cleaning business, and other people that book the call, wasting time, thinking about it, asking their partner, my best advice is work with me so I can give you all the systems, the SOPs, help you save 5 years instead of doing everything yourself, save multi six figures in mistakes. And it's basically the shortcut. Whenever you guys want to invest in something, the best investment is going to be in yourself, in a mentor, so you can skip that learning curve. Because I see people that have been in this business model for 10, 20, 30 years, and they're still at this level. And I have clients who never cleaned before, never started a business before, but they got all my systems. They got help generating leads. They got my closing process. They got mentorship, one-on-one. They got help with pricing, hiring, and every aspect of the business. And they just grew exponentially. Every month they were closing 2, 3, 5, 2K, 7K contracts every single month. And remember, these contracts are recurring revenue. So the clients that decided to work with me, they did what they're supposed to do. They grew like that. Versus people that did everything themselves, they were growing like that. There is no time to make mistakes. You either learn from someone who's been doing this for almost a decade, or you learn through trial and error. And trust me, watching these free YouTube videos, joining these free communities, and you need to understand that the same path you're going through, someone's already been there. So just take the shortcut and just get a mentor. And that's my best advice for you. Simply just invest in yourself so you can get professional help growing your commercial cleaning business. Best advice I can give you guys. And it's not about money. Like, money doesn't motivate me. Like, I have money. I just want to help you. It's not going to be cheap, but it's going to be the best thing you'll ever do for your business. And if that's you, just click on the link below. Go to cleaninglaunch.com. Watch my free training, watch all my testimonials, do your research so you can make a well-informed decision. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the other side.